Aloha. Today is an exciting day. We're going to discuss how to use the prayer Ho'oponopono and how it reflects on you, your life, and what you're trying to clear. So, we're going to go over some principles of Ho'oponopono. And I just want to say welcome to One Illumined Heart. I am Rajith, and I'm going to do this with you today. So, I am not, just to disqualify me, a professional Ho'oponopono practitioner. I've just done it for a lot of years. And I've had some experiences with it for myself as well as with my clients that I think, and some insights that I think that might support those of you who are venturing on this or not quite sure, how does this work? Am I forgiving them? Am I forgiving me? How is it when I forgive me that they get cleared? Not understanding all of that. I'm going to recommend a couple of things. I'm going to do the long form of the prayer, the one that's the original prayer that Morrnah Simeona, who is a Hawaiian kahuna, um, gave to the world, gave to the Western world. Her protege, Dr. E. Hakeakala Hugh Len, Hewlen, was a psychiatrist, and he left her classes several times because she would acknowledge that there were spirits with people and that they had taken with them, and it blew his mind, and he couldn't handle it, and he left because he was a more Western, three-dimensional thinker. Um, so he learned he had to go to another workshop. I don't know, he paid for several of them, I think 4 or 5, and then stayed in one, did it to the end, and became her prize pupil. And what a grand teacher he was, and how dedicated to teaching Ho'oponopono to everyone. So, aloha means I am in the presence of God. So, when a dear Hawaiian person says aloha to you, it is a blessing because they're saying, I am in the presence of God, and they recognize that you are in the presence of God. It's kind of like in the Far East, in India and Tibet, those countries where they use the word namaste, which means we are one. And they put clasp their hands together. I bow down to the God in you and the God in me. So this is basically what this is all about. So Ho'oponopono, one of the main principles is that we have to take 100% responsibility for everything that we're co-creating. And I got confused about that because Dr. Hugh Len would bring up things like if you're at a grocery store and somebody's being abusive or disrespectful to somebody else ahead of you or to the cashier, or you're witnessing harm and you're not part of it, you're just witnessing, how can I be 100% responsible for that co-creation? Well, it all comes down to resonance. So whatever it is in us that isn't healed, that is a frequency that we are carrying, would put us in a situation where we'd be part of something like that, something that doesn't feel good. And or we have karma, or things to work out with other people. So 100% responsibility. Um, and the other thing is that people get confused about is that they talk a lot about in Ho'oponopono is whatever I recognize in you is also in me. So that's the good stuff. Um, if you recognize someone else as joyful, generous, giving, kind, patient, you probably have that energy in you. If you are saying that somebody's jealous or envious or they're rude or aggressive or you don't like them because of whatever it is that they're carrying, there's a resonance inside of you that matches that. So how do we go about clearing that up? Well, first we have to do is understand how this works. So let's let's say that you've come into a human body for the very first time and you've come from the angelic realm. So clearly, you don't have karma with other people. And, but yet, you come into a body and you experience things that are challenging. I've had people come into my office and say, I don't understand this. I just came down here to share love, to be a good person, and people are mean to me, they're unkind, they're aggressive, they're rude, um, they betray me, they abandon me, whatever it is that they're complaining about. And, and when I look at them, because I see the Akashic records, and by the way, Akashic records are the soul records, I can see whether or not this is their first lifetime ever in, or a few, and they may not have enough of that kind of karma to be receiving that. So it didn't make any sense to me. However, the wonderful thing was, it's been revealed to me over the last 12, let's see, how many years have I been using this? Since the end of 2009, so I guess it's about almost 14 years that I've been using Ho'oponopono. So what I've learned is the person who comes into a body, chooses a mother and a father to be their parents, they carry in their bones, in their body, in their cells, the resonant ancestral lineage experiences that family members have had in their lineage. So if that's the case, then if there has been, people have been victimizing other people, so to speak, in one of their lineages or in both of their lineages, they may carry in their energy field the fact that they are victimizers or perpetrators of harm. And of course, people don't want to have too much contact with you, even though you as a soul come in and do love and experience whatever it is, and you're confused, like, why is this happening to me? So that is one of the reasons, is that you pick up the resonance of your ancestors that's in you. And I know this for myself as a person who's lived thousands of lifetimes, that I've been clearing this lifetime, that even when I got my soul stuff done, my personal soul energy kind of neutralized everybody that I might have condemned or had not forgiven or judged, I cleared all that up and did the forgiveness work of them, asked them to forgive me. Thank God for forgiving both of us. And it was able to move on. But then I would clear these patterns, and then all of a sudden something would happen, and I would react in a way that I thought, wait a minute, I cleared that pattern. Why is it still happening? And it's because it's in my ancestral lineage frequency. So the resonance is in my body that is holding the memories of that. So just know that we have a lot more than just our soul stuff, which is a lot usually, but we also have our ancestral lineage. That energy in the Ho'oponopono gets to get cleared. So I'm going to start reading the prayer, and I'm going to do it little by little, and we'll cover each section. And as I said, the link to the long form from YouTube, it's a lovely prayer, and it'll show up with a candle on the face of it. But it is the long form from Morrnah Simeona. Okay, here we go. So here we go. Let's see. Divine Creator. This is Morrnah's prayer. Divine Creator, Mother, Father, Son, all in one. If I, my family, my relatives and ancestors offend your family, relatives, and ancestors in thoughts, facts, or deeds from the beginning of our creation to the present. We ask your forgiveness. So that's what we were talking about just a little while ago is you have your own energy and you have the memories of your ancestors that's contributing to the frequency or resonance that you're holding that needs to be healed and cleared. Okay, so you can always contact me in the link below or info at One Illumined Heart if you need more help. Okay, so this is the next line. Let this clear, purify, release, and cut off all negative memories, blockages, energies, and vibrations. Transmute these undesirable energies into pure light, and so it is. So you're giving permission to the Creator and your higher self to do this in tandem with each other. So you're not doing this on your own. You're doing this with the divine and working it out. Then the next one is to clear my subconscious of all the emotional charge stored in it. I say over and over again during my day the key words of Ho'oponopono, which are 4. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and I thank you. And some people do I thank you and I love you. Doesn't matter. So when we clearing the emotional charge, releasing it from ourselves is very important to do. So when you say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and I thank you, you are talking to yourself, your higher self, the Creator. Release whatever this is in me that is contributing to the problem here. And every time you say thank you, you are giving permission to the Creator to release this from your body and your energy system so that you're no longer carrying this resonance. The more clear you get, the more able you're to hold love and light. The more flow is in your life. It's easier because you're not stuck holding on. Okay, now the next line is I declare myself in peace with all the people of the earth and with whom I have outstanding debts. So when we say that, we are taking responsibility that we may have debts, that we need to choose peace between ourselves and anybody out there, because actually we're all one. So if we don't choose peace and we don't do forgiveness, then we are creating harm in our universe. Okay, this is the next line. From this moment and in your time, for all that I do not like in my present life, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and I am grateful. Or you can say thank you. From this moment and in your time, the divine time, for all that I do not like in my present life. Usually we all have things that are going on in our present life that we're not happy with, whether it's our health, our financial situation, a relationship, a work situation, something going on with our children, a concern or worry about the government, the economy, whatever it may be. Perhaps it's where we're living or not living that is a problem for us. So everything that you do not like in your present life. So when you say, I am sorry, you are saying, I'm sorry I am carrying this energetic resonance that is creating discomfort, that is creating ungratefulness, that is creating criticism or judgment of others, of ourselves, etc. And when you say, please forgive me, thank you, Divine, for forgiving me, for carrying this in me. I don't know where it all came from, because sometimes it could be from your own past lives, or it can be from your family lineage. Either way, that's how that works. And you need to come back to thank you to the Creator for releasing this from me and my field, and I love you. Going back to always aligning with loving yourself, with your higher self and the Creator. Okay, I release all those I believe to be receiving damage and mistreatment, or giving damage and mistreatment, because they simply give back what I or my ancestors have done before in some past life. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and I thank you. So this is where that karma boomerang comes in. If we've harmed other people, we've not forgiven them, then the universe is going to give you a chance to meet up with that person or people like them with the same issues over and over until you forgive. It's absolutely necessary. Our slates ultimately need to be made clean. That's why they call it in Ho'oponopono, instead of clearing, cleaning. Because we are cleaning our energy field, cleaning our cellular memory. It's huge. Okay, the next line. Even though it is hard for me to forgive someone, it is me who asks that person for forgiveness now. So humility and understanding the importance of forgiveness is what brings healing, brings more light, brings more love, brings more opportunity to share goodness with one another, to recognize the God in others and the God in yourself. So we generate greater love, greater harmony when we practice our lives like this. All right, next one. For this moment, all the time, for everything I don't like in my present life, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you and I am grateful. Big breath. Because sometimes we have discontent in our lives. And when we have discontent, we're not appreciating what is in our life. So then that discontent gets in the way of what we could be receiving and seeing in our lives and experiencing. Okay, we need some more tea. And again, I'm in my friend's atrium. What a blessing. For this sacred space that I live day by day and with which I am not comfortable, thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and I am grateful. For this sacred space that I live day by day with which I am not comfortable, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and I am grateful. Now think about that. Every place that we truly are when we are aligned is divine sacred space. Everything that we look at is love. It is only the eyes through which we choose to see our reality around us that makes it not love. But everything that the divine has created is love, and the opportunity to go back to remembering love. So if you are in this sacred space, and let's say you lost your job and you are couch surfing, right? You are not in your own little space. You are in someone else's space. And it's sacred space. You're just not comfortable because it's not your space. It's not what you want to have happening at this moment in your life. So you have to say, whatever resonance is in me that I'm not comfortable in this sacred space God is providing me, or the Creator, you need to say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for holding that energy. I'm grateful. I love you. Because it's a gift to be even in someone else's space, couch surfing. It's a gift that divine has given you. You're not on the street in the middle of winter, in the rain or the snow, on the ground. Someone loves you enough to embrace you and allow you in their home. May not be ideal. However, it is sacred space, and the best thing we can do is to say thank you. Thank you. Walk and talking gratitude. So important. Okay, next line. For the difficult relationships to which I only keep bad memories, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and I thank you. And most of us have had relationships that are trying. Some have been super abusive. Some have just been mildly trying or difficult. And we do tend to, sometimes the negative mind holds on to the memories that makes us self-righteous, right? They hurt us. They said this. They said that. They weren't there for us. Did you ever look at what's going on in their other person's life that made it not possible for them to be there for you? It might be that they're sick. It might be that they're in overwhelm. They have too much going on and they just can't juggle that many balls. Whatever the reason is, let go of the bad memories. Be grateful for what you can learn from difficult relationships about yourself. Because remember, one of the things we said earlier, that whatever you're experiencing, you have within you. So clearly, if there's a difficult relationship, you have a piece of the pie. You have an energy in you that is co-creating this difficult relationship. It could be an ancient unforgiveness from other lives. It could be a frequency that your ancestors have held. And whatever it is, it needs to be cleaned inside of you. So you say, I'm so sorry I'm holding on to these bad memories. That I've got this frequency in me that is making me think this is bad. Please forgive me for having this. Thank you for releasing it from me. I love you. You're saying, I love you to yourself and to divinity. Okay, here's the next one. For all that I do not like in my present life, in my past life, and in my work, and what is around me, divinity, cleanse in me what is contributing to my scarcity. Some people say scarcity. I'm sure that's probably right. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and I am grateful. For all that I do not like in my present life, in my past life, and in my work and what is around me. Cleanse in me what is contributing to this experience, to this scarcity, that I don't get to have what I want or don't get to be experiencing what I want. What is it in me that is contributing to that? This is so important. This is where our 100% responsibility is. Even though you may be grateful at some level, there might be in your energy field, in your ancestors, a lot of ungratefulness. So we want to move that. Okay. If my physical body, this is the next line, if my physical body experiences anxiety, worry, guilt, fear, and sadness, pain, I pronounce and I think, my memories, I love you. I am grateful for the opportunity to free you and me. You're talking to your memories now. And that would be the resonance even from your ancestors. I'm so sorry to the Creator and your higher self. Please forgive me for having this resonance. I love you and I am grateful. Right now, I say I love you. I think of my emotional health and that of all of my loved ones. I love you. And when we are clearing our own emotional health, we want to also be clearing the emotional health of our family. By clearing ourselves, we become a blessing to others. For my needs and to learn to wait without anxiety, without fear, I acknowledge my memories here at this moment. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and I am grateful. So how often do we not have the energy of wanting whatever it is we're wanting, and we're wanting it now, not later, now? How come the universe can't give it to me now? And then we get fearful around that sometimes, anxiety or angry. And none of that serves us in the long run. So we want to just be patient and say thank you to the divine, in divine timing, in your divine creation that is infinitely abundant. I trust that what is mine will come to me in perfect and divine timing, divine will, and divine order. Thank you. I release whatever impatience, worry, or fear that I have inside of me. I'm sorry I'm carrying it. Please forgive me. Thank you, and I love you. All right, there's more. Next paragraph. Beloved Mother Earth, who I am, if I, my family, my relatives, and ancestors mistreat you with thoughts, words, facts, and actions from the beginning of our creation to the present, I ask for your forgiveness. Let this clear and purify, release and cut off all negative memories and blockages, energies and vibrations. Transmute these undesirable energies into pure light, and so it is. In conclusion, I say that this prayer is my door, my contribution to your emotional health, which is the same as mine. So be well, and as you heal, I tell you that I am so sorry for the memories of pain that I share with you. I apologize for joining my path to yours for healing. This is super powerful. Thank you for being here in me. I love you and who you are. You are saying this to yourself and to anyone else that you might have an issue with. So this prayer, it works as a door. When she says, in conclusion, I say that this prayer is my door, my contribution to your emotional health. It works like a door. We open the door to clearing, to letting go of what doesn't serve us. And it is with love and gratitude that we do this. So I'm hoping that for all of you who've wondered, how does this 100% responsibility that Ho'oponopono talks about works? And when somebody else pissed me off and hurt me and been mean to me, why do I have to take responsibility? Because inside of you, you have the resonance that is not cleared yet, that is allowing that energy to come to you instead of love. So I want to tell you that using these tools or other tools that you have and that you know for forgiveness, it's absolutely amazing. It does several things. One, it raises your frequency, your spiritual frequency. Two, it puts a whole lot more love in your field. The baggage you're carrying gets to be released. You get to move forward, less stuck, in a greater flow in the river of life. If you want to choose being in flow, let go of what doesn't serve you, what is in your way. So just know that as we move forward, I have to turn my computer back on. As we move forward in this time together on the planet where we're moving into different frequency, the old third dimensional frequency is dying. It's going. It's not going to work. The new frequency is on the planet. Some people call it 5D. It's way more than 5D, but it's one of the first realities that we get to go into as we move into greater light. So, at the bottom of the video will be the link to Morrnah's long form prayer. The short form is to just get very clear. I'm so sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. You know, if somebody's really upset you at work, just immediately go, okay, God, I need to let this go because I can't let this sit here and fester and make my day worse. So you just say, I'm so sorry that I am witnessing this difficult situation with my coworker or parent or child, whatever it may be. Please forgive me for carrying that resonance in me that wants to have an argument or difficulty together. Thank you for clearing it from my energy field and my body. I love you. I love the God in me and I love the God in you. And then you just keep saying, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. I'm so sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. That's the short form. I highly recommend, because the long form is so broad and it can really help heal all these other little areas in our life that we don't think about, that we're responsible for in our co-creation and how we live, how we treat others, and how we receive others. So this is all about creating more love. Much love to each of you. May your life be filled with more joy, with more grace. May you be a blessing not only to yourself, but the world in which you live. And so it is. Namaste and aloha.